Hello everybody. Today I just wanted to give everyone a quick tour of my new factory that's pretty much finished. It has some minor updates I need to do. But while searching the Twilight Forest for lapis, I thought, what can I make to eat? So I decided to make the triple meat treat. And I just didn't want to make this by myself. I wanted it to be a completely automated factory, start to finish, even with a delivery system. So I'm going to run through, give everyone just kind of a quick view of it, and then I'll get into a little bit more detail of how things work. I'm going to start off with my delivery system. This project does require quite a few different mods in the Direwolf 20 pack. And the first thing to get my triple meat treat into my ME system is all done automatically via train. So I'm going to get the train going. It does take a little bit of time to wrap around. I'm not going to worry too much about what this other stuff does in my world that I have. Maybe that will be a future video sometime. Again, this project uses a lot of industrial craft. It uses a lot of Thaumcraft. Obviously, you see we have a little bit of railcraft as well. So we're heading off into our factory here real soon. We'll just get a quick reload of water automatically in our steam locomotive. Materials were mostly gathered out of the Twilight Forest. Again, all of this was done in survival mode. Right now I am running in peaceful, just because then we don't have to worry about a creeper popping up and maybe surprising us on our train ride. So coming in, going around, you can see this is our nugget factories where we're making all the different types of wonderfully delicious nuggets we need for our triple meat treat. And again, I'm not doing anything but sitting here and loading up with triple meat treats. So here are the ones that the factory has created. The factory right now is actually turned off. I'll be turning it on here in a minute. And if I click on my chest, my cursor is hidden, you can see the train is getting loaded up. We'll give that a minute to get going, and then we're off. You can see I do have my workers standing at the ready. And once this factory is up and running, or running full speed, again, it's quite an operation. And I'll be showing everyone that here just in a minute. Again, with the factory, it's quite a few different parts working together. Alright, so we have a shipment. I don't think we quite have a full chest, but we have quite a few, enough to last me for a while. Added with the other that we have already. Again, we are going to do another quick reload of water, which happens every time, just to make sure the steam locomotive doesn't run out of any liquid anytime soon. And you can also see I got plenty of coal coke in there as well. And I'll come to another stop. This is, and I'm going to hop out of my train here quick. This is right above a item unloader and hooked into the ME system. And if I click on our chest, you can see it's all being emptied out. Alright, I'm going to stop there for just a second. I'm going to head over to the factory and show everyone it up and running and kind of break down the different components to it. Alright, rode the train over, got the factory all up and running. I'm going to kind of give you a quick breakdown of what this does, starting off with the actual creation of the triple meat treats. That happens right here. It seems like a pretty small spot, and I have a lot of space in this factory. It's built a little bit larger than I needed to, but that's alright. In here is one automatic crafting table. You can see it uses a lot of IC2 mod, and I have my recipe for my triple meat treat. I have the pork nugget, the beef nugget, the chicken nugget, and some sugar to go with that. Sounds like it may be kind of tasty. I don't know about the sugar. And I have 3 different chests. And the first chest, you can see this is my sugar chest. It has a pretty healthy pile of sugar already. Kind of the slowest part. And if I do make some modifications, what I will be doing is speeding up my sugar production a little bit. The other 2 chests, this holds pork nuggets. I believe this also holds the chicken nuggets come into this chest as well. And finally we have some beef nuggets. So I'm going to show you where we're making all these nuggets and how that works. But again, this is the finished result. And I'll try to keep it to a minimum with flight here. I know it can be kind of fast. Right, the next thing I want to show everyone is how I get my sugar. My sugar is probably the slowest part of the process as of right now. And I just kind of started expanding my sugar cane. What I have is a system using mostly red power. I have a field more or less set up with sugar cane. As the sugar cane grows, I have block breakers. Block breakers are only going to break the block directly below it. So right here we have a sugar cane that had just grown as we were watching it here, and it's on a rotation. I think it's set to about 20 seconds. So as I'm talking there, it just disappeared, and another one appeared right next to it. That is the whole purpose of the sugarcane farm and how I get the sugar for my triple meat treat. You can see there went our sugar cane, pumped into a chest. It's immediately taken out of that chest with IC2, turned into sugar in an automatic crafting table, and then fed into our triple meat treat. Again, for my red power system, let me get flight turned on again. You can see I have a massive amount of redstone tubing, pneumatic tubing, hooked up to every single one, and you can see how slow my timer goes. And this is the first step. This is the chicken nuggets. All of the spawning of the different various animals needed for a triple meat treat are all taken care of with soul shards. All three of the soul shards, the pig, the cow, and the chicken, are hooked up to one single lever right there that turns the entire factory on or off. So with that single lever, all the soul shards either turn on or turn off. So chickens was probably the most complicated of the three because of the fact that they do not take fall damage. What I have is they slowly drift down. We have a nice little collection spot with water, kind of the flusher, the chicken flusher. And as they get flushed down, we have melee robots taking care of business. Unfortunately, hacking up all of our chickens. Oops, I got a whole bunch of experience chasing after me. Hacking up our chickens as they come down the chute. You can see one side effect of this factory, as you can see flashing in front of your screen right now, is the fact that you do get lots and lots of experience as well. To clean up all the mess, I do have some wood golems from Thaumcraft. Basically, their sole job is to pick everything up and to stick it in that chest. Again, this is something I may tweak a little bit. You did see a couple feathers that popped out outside of this area. And also, I think I need one more golem missing there, just to collect any leftover that will come through that chute. I know I've had some problems before. There's that experience again. Before with the golems getting chopped up by the melee robots. So we're getting away from this experience. I'm going to jump down, and the next one I'm going to check off the list here is the cow production. Now I can see the pipes coming up to the infernal furnaces. Actually, before we get to cows, I'll show you that. The three chests upstairs are pumping out both the raw chicken and the feathers. While feathers can be useful sometimes, you really don't need stacks and stacks and stacks of feathers. So I have them separated off with diamond pipe going to a simple void pipe just to get rid of the feathers. The chicken is what we're after. When the chicken comes out, it gets split to divide it up into two different infernal furnaces. The chickens take the lead because you can't resist the chicken nugget. They get pumped into the infernal furnaces. When they come out, the golems take care of getting all those cooked chickens and chicken nuggets into our chests so IC2 can take over. Alright, we're starting to have beef come up. Beef is coming up this pipe. It's a pretty lengthy pipe that this beef comes up. Again, once this factory is running, it will create stacks upon stacks of triple meat treats. That's why I don't leave it running all the time. Same as with chicken. This is going to separate out our raw beef from our leather. While leather is a little bit more useful to feathers to me, I still don't need 100 stacks of it. To create the cows. The cows and the pigs are very similar. I'll show you the pigs in a moment. We basically just have a fall system. So these poor cows really never see it coming. They spawn and they drop to their doom. Down at the bottom, we just have a single wood golem picking up the remnants of our cows. So again, they get pumped up, and we have a row of beef, and we got to watch out for falling cows. And let's head over and we'll check out. I got to get through this hole. You know what? I'm going to just bust out this piece of glass, make it a little bit easier for me to get out of here. My power armor has some pretty speedy flight to it. Alright, heading up the hole, and we're going to go quickly check at the pigs. I see I have a lot of experience building out. I'm going to try to avoid it so it isn't right in my face. And here comes our pork. And again, beef and pork are both turned into nuggets the same way as chickens. They come up to a diamond pipe, which divides it. Half goes one way, half goes the other, to 2 more infernal furnaces. All of my infernal furnaces are fully stocked with bellows, just to speed them up. And I believe it also increases the chance for creating nuggets, and that's really what I'm after for the infernal furnaces. So here's the pigs, same system as the cows. You can see I have 2 lucky pigs, kind of, sitting up on top of their spawner. But again, the same system as we have for the cows is a single wood golem that collects all our pork chops and takes it up to our machines. The last thing I want to show you here is how this is all taken care of as far as after it becomes nuggets. I'm going to turn off my flight so it's a little bit slower. Try to avoid this experience. And I have a trap door, and it's currently open, that kind of shows the underbelly here of this factory. Kind of complicated down here, but I'll try to give everyone a run through. I'm going to start off with heading this way to, what do we got? This must be the pork, underneath the pork infernal furnaces, and this experience is going to be a problem. But it's going to come down. We have a mixture of pork chops, we have pork nuggets, and also a few raw pieces of pork always seem to slip through the cracks. So what I have here is I have a diamond pipe. This diamond pipe, if I click on it, you can see I do not want the cooked pork chops or the raw pork chops. I only want the nuggets. Let me get out of here. Chicken is going to be the same way. Again, I get raw chickens, I get cooked chickens, and I get chicken nuggets. And I'm only really concerned with the nuggets. And finally, we have the beef. Once again, same system. If I click on it, I'm void piping the steak and the raw beef, and I only want the beef nuggets. Alright, I'm going to turn on flight here for a second. Again, besides experience floating all over the place, we'll see what I have, and the triple meat treats should be coming in, and it doesn't seem like there's any at the moment. Up there they come out of that pipe. This pipe out of the automatic crafting table literally just goes down and wraps around underneath so that I can load it into, oops, fell down a hole, load it into this chest for my train to carry it away into my house, which is on the other side of these glass viewers. So there it is. You can see I'm gaining levels, and I'm stockpiling a very, very healthy supply, as in hundreds and hundreds of the triple meat treat, which I'm going to proceed to eat right now. Thanks everybody for watching, and maybe we'll have more videos showing some of my other automated systems later.